Can't you hear them bells are ringing, bringing joy to all? Hear them singing. When it's snowing, I'll be going back to my country home.
Kerri, it is so great to talk to you. Like, I feel like with this crazy world going on in 2020, speaking with you is like a normal thing for me. How are you? How are the other Lovelies doing? And how are you all surviving in this, like I said, crazy 2020?
You know what? You nailed it. Like, having a conversation on the phone makes me feel so normal. Like, so normal that, like, we could go back to, like, my teenage years. We could just, like, roll the, like, cord around the coils with my fingers, trying to shut the door to the basement. My parents are having dinner, and they're like, get back to the dinner table. It feels so good. Thank you so much for talking about life with me. You know what? You know, I sometimes hesitate to give a very truthful answer to this, but I'm doing well. You know, I've got my health, I've got my family so nearby, I've got my best friends here, and like we're between plexiglass, I see my best friends and I hear their voices through my in-ear monitor, and I'm like as close to having a normal rehearsal as possible. I'm just about the happiest I've been all year.
You know, you realize that you folks and what we're going to talk about is what's helping the rest of us in some kind of normal state or being able to forget some of the craziness. Like, it's funny, I tell people that when I'm doing interviews like this with you and other people, those are the moments where I actually, even though I kind of talk around the subject, I actually forget about if I have any kind of anxiety from some of the craziness I see on social media and stuff, or what I see out my window. So this is a great thing. And what you guys are doing, and I love this, you're bringing the holiday season to everybody. What is going on and what is happening? That magic word of 2020, virtual.
Yeah, so we have, for over a decade now, we have had this growing tradition of bringing this Christmas tour. It sort of started on a lark because our band was born in December of 2006. We just sort of like making Christmas music together. Oh, we'll add one show this year. We'll add another one. First it was 3 shows, then it was 5, then it was 10. One year I think we had like 25. You know, it became such a huge thing, and it's become not just our tradition for our band, but our fans' tradition. So, you know, when we're coming up on the what do we do? Like, what do we do in a year where we can't do the normal thing? We bounced around a lot of ideas. Do we just do the one show? Do we do, like, how can we get together? How do we get the whole band there? How do we do it safely? How do we do it within regulations? And finally, we just decided that our band comes from this, like, community-grown feeling. We are where we are today because we went to every community that continues to support us and show up, 100 more people here, 20 more people here, maybe 1,000 more people somewhere. And so if we want to go visit these towns virtually right now, we're going to do it. We were going to just take a chance, do this crazy ambitious plan, and take all the shows most of the shows we were supposed to do live, and see if the partners in those venues and towns and cities want, likes the idea, and they join aboard and try to help get the word out. So we've got 10 shows coming up this week into December 8th across Canada, one in Australia and one in the United Kingdom.
Okay, so how is this going to work? You said it starts as we speak this week. When does it begin? How does the tour, like, where are some of the stops? And how is this going to work? Like, how do we join you guys to be part of this?
I love it. So we're kicking off in being presented by London's Aeolian Hall. From the Aeolian Hall, we're going to jump to the Atlantic Canada, and then we're going to quickly jump right over to Western Canada, because when you're doing a virtual tour and you don't actually have to physically move 6 bodies, you can just, like, suddenly show up on the other side of the country. So what it means is our trio of Caroline, Sue, and myself, joined by our merry men, Steve, Robbie, and Mark, backing us. We are located in one venue right now. We're in this cool theater set up safely around each other, and we are going to send out the stream to the world. Basically, anyone can go to any show, but the idea is the London show is linked with the Aeolian Hall, who has presented our Christmas show for 10 years now, and we're going to give back a portion of ticket sales to the El Sistema charity to help the music program there. So there's, like, sort of, we got our community link to London, we've got our community link to Atlantic Canada with the Indian River Festival. I mean, I could go on and on about each show. They're all special. They're all different. Each has a special guest appearing for a song or two, and it's become a project. Speaking of feeling normal in weird times, it's become a project that has got us all revved up about how to give back to our fans while we can't do our thing. And it has given us such purpose that we've also been able to forget about what's going on right now, just for a little while.
Okay, what's the show going to look like? What kind of songs are we looking at? What holiday songs? What original music? And you kind of mentioned also, which is very cool, some guests.
That's right. So it is our holiday show. We can't help ourselves but sneak in a couple of non-Christmassy songs that sort of have enveloped our lives over the last few years. But you're going to hear things like our take on Bing Crosby's Jingle Bells, and you're going to hear some, maybe an old traditional like Silent Night, One Night, or maybe a Gordon Lightfoot winter song. What we try to do is a little bit of familiar, some quirky and strange, and obviously our original songs. In 10 years, we've each written at least 3 Christmas or winter songs, which is not surprising living where we live in this beautiful cold climate. The special guest for announcing one day before the show airs, so it's just one last kind of like icing on this really fun cake. The show is like, it's going to be about 70 minutes, I think, all in, although we can't guarantee it because we tend to ramble on time to time. So we're going to try to rein ourselves in and not talk too much and get mostly all the songs we can fit into there.
Okay, so let's talk to the audience who's going to be watching this, because now usually, they come out, they're sitting in the crowd and they're enjoying your music or whatever. They're at home. So depending, of course, how they've got their home set up, my personal feeling is I think they should maybe turn down the lights, have the Christmas tree lights going, get some eggnog or hot chocolate, maybe wrap up together in a blanket, put on some, I don't know, ugly sweaters or whatever. I'm thinking Christmas theme when you're at home for this.
Yeah, I should really love this idea. We haven't yet proposed what maybe people should be doing at home, apart from the fact that we think they should plug their laptop into a better sounding set of speakers, just because we've got a sound person. Actually, we've got someone running this gorgeous sound through this live stream. So it's actually going to sound good. So the only thing we've really gotten out to our fans so far is please plug into something good. But yes, wear an ugly sweater. Get your Christmas on, put your tree, dim the lights. I personally, I hate to say this because, my God, I love live shows, but I just got to watch a show that Jill Barber did, and she was in Vancouver, and I was in my pajamas in my bed with the lights off, and I was like, when has this ever happened before in my life, where I got to watch my friend play this wicked live stream show from my bed with my most comfy pajamas on, and so I was I'm a really glass half full person these days, because I find that we wouldn't have special guests at our show if it weren't for this pandemic right now. We wouldn't have had the moxie to reach out to the people we reached out to and ask them to be part of the show. So this has given us a chance to just do what you're saying. We're talking on the phone. I feel like we're having a normal conversation. Feels as normal as it's going to be for now.
Can I add to that? Because just last week, the Santa Claus Parade was on television, and I have gone to the Santa Claus Parade, I don't know how many times, up early, making sure that I've got my seat, freezing, losing a glove. Okay, don't get me wrong, I love the parade itself.
Absolutely.
Losing a glove, and then fighting to get home because there are so many thousands upon thousands of people now all trying to get into the subway or to the parking lot where they're parked, and it takes forever to get home. So this time, while watching it on television, I was actually in my bed with the blankets all together, and I had the lights off and everything watching this. So that's why I was thinking with this, it's the same thing. Cuddle up, enjoy yourself.
Cuddle up, enjoy yourself. This is the only show, I think, the only opportunity really, if they want to sing along to every weird song we've put out there on our Christmas records over the last 10 years, that's the place to do it. They're in their living room, they can scream sing, they can tape themselves and send it to us, and there's a good chance we're going to share it on social media, because, this is how we're connecting. This job isn't a job when we're out on the road, because you're seeing people's faces and you're having that energy. The only way we can share energy with each other right now is through the devices, and I'm finding a tool that has often made me feel stressed out and put too much of my attention away from things that matter is right now being used for all the best reasons. I feel connected to humans more than more than I would through if we weren't in a world of FaceTime and Skype and Zoom and live streams. It's so bizarre. And on the parade front, my sister went to a reverse parade where the car, they you know what I'm talking about, where everybody all the floats lined themselves up, and she drove by all the floats from the comfort of her car. Like, I thought that was so awesome.
That's great. That's great. And you know what's great too? What you just mentioned about you can sing out loud. No, but if you're at the show, somebody might be going to you. I want to hear this and hear this. No, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about somebody kicking the back of your seat or somebody getting up and walking in front of you to go to the washroom. It's all there, comfort with great music, and you guys right there in our homes. I love this idea.
And it's not going to, it's probably not going to happen again, right? This is probably going to be this unique year we all look back on and just go, that was hard and weird, but amazing that it's over and that we made it through, and we're all so inventive while we tried to keep above the water. And I'm thinking, this is the only time that we've ever considered trying to target our UK and our Australia fans. So we've got 2 shows for the Christmas tour, So we're doing this one show for Australia. It's extra special because we're doing it trio, and it's at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that it's at a normal kind of evening-ish time for most of the country for Australia. And it's going to be the only time Caroline and Sue and I are full makeup, full outfits, singing the show at 5 o'clock in the morning. We've never done that more. So
yeah, but you're getting out of your own bed, so that makes a difference also. It's not like you're getting out from a hotel or something. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, in fact, I'm talking to you right now from my car, because when does that ever happen on tour? I'm never in my own car. This is a weird, funny place.
Okay, now just curious though, because we are talking towards the end of the year, 2021. Good Lovelies. New music coming out, something happening, something special. You need it. 2021. We need that.
It's so awesome. There is a lot of fun stuff brewing and bubbling for each of us personally and to contribute to the band. So one of the things that we've been thinking about is, I think we have 10 albums or something like that. Apart from the Christmas records, we have 8, let's say. And I really think that it's been it's an opportunity to go back into that catalog and play every single song we've ever played, pick some audiences. We've gained and, probably lost people over some of the different changes in genre. So we've got this album that's all Western swing and kind of old-timey music. I think we want to do some little experiments with the old music and then mix it with the new and see if we can't revisit every single album while we're still locked down here through live stream, connect with our fans one way or another, make music for our newsletter people who have hung on and helped us. We're able to actually communicate to all these people who over the years signed up for a newsletter at a show. And now I can say, hey, person in Newcastle, England, hey, we're doing this show. And they're like, thanks for writing. So we're going to say, come to these weird live streams we're going to do that are going to be trio. We're going to make music. Caroline's working on a personal little EP project, which Sue and I are pumped about. Sue's working on animated film stuff with her husband, who's a videographer. And I'm working with a very dear friend, an amazing guitarist and lap steel player, Christine Bougie, on making solo music as well that we can bring back to the Good Lovelies and just keep making music and just keeping ourselves moving forward in the next year.
Definitely got stuff to look forward to for 2021. But in the meantime, as we wrap up 2020, again, where do we go online to be part of this great Christmas experience?
If you jump on goodlovelies.com to our tour page, we have our 10 shows listed there. You click on tickets, it'll take you right to the platform to buy the ticket in the town that is either closest to you or that where the charity most aligns with your own beliefs and values. And you can join us at 5 a.m. in Australia if you want. They're available all across the world to anyone. And there you have it, from the 10th to the 18th. Those are our shows, 10 shows.
Amazing. Look, thank you so much for doing this interview. Thanks for keeping our Christmas spirit alive. Looking forward to everything that's happening in 2021. And cross fingers that we can finally do an interview in person. I'd love to see you guys. Big hugs, big everything, and just, like I said, enjoy what we need to enjoy, which is life and music.
Thank you, and big hugs right back from us. Thanks for making this feel normal and getting to talk about music again. It feels so good.
Love it. Take care. Have fun. Happy holidays, and cross fingers we talk soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Christmas time.